Well, Walt Fiegel knows this game of football very, very well. He's been doing it for many a year. Athletic director, assistant coach, head coach. His third year back as head coach of the Black Raiders.
You know, Walt Fiegel was a man that just had such genuine energy and love for all the kids in school. And I mean, it crossed over. It wasn't just all the kids that were athletes. It was everybody that was a part of that school. And
all right, we got a personal foul. Roughing the passer. Carries an automatic first down.
I'll say it does, and Walt Fiegel not at all happy with that. Let's take a look. Messingham bounces it. The intended receiver, either Thomas or Seals. Bolton is right there. There's one hop. Two hops. And there's the touchdown.
Great head coaches, great leaders have that it factor when they walk in the room. And what I mean by that is, you know, the team can be sitting in the big auditorium, you know, whether it's college or NFL. You know, I was fortunate enough to play for 10 years and played for some great coaches. And it was always interesting to be in that room and guys could be chatting and BS, and then all of a sudden in walks the head coach. If he has the it factor, the room immediately goes quiet. Or it goes quiet when he turns to face the room. If he doesn't have the it factor, he might be walking up there. He might be saying, "All right, settle down, settle down." So he might be going on for a minute or two. His whole personality, and you know, Tom's a pretty stoic character, but nonetheless, both of them possess that it factor.
The 20. But not quite enough for the first down with the clock ticking away at 1:25. Kind of wonder what's going on in Walt Fiegel's mind. He's thinking defense right now, and he might be thinking 3 points as well.
You know, you think that you wax nostalgic about how great people are in the Midwest, and because, you know, that's where you're from, and, you know, you get away from there and you think, oh, well, I'm probably, you know, being a little bit overboard. You go back there and you realize, you know what, you're not doing it justice. People in the Midwest truly are wonderful, and, you know, just let everybody know, appreciate being from the Midwest.
All right.
Boy, I tell you what, the more people you get involved in an activity, it's just amazing. You know, on Friday night, I feel in the fall, that's the only show in town. It's right down here at Robert Stadium. It's the only time that I know that everybody gets together for one common cause. And the common cause, of course, is togetherness, to go out and see a bunch of young people perform, not only players, but also participants.
Coach Walt Fiegel, it's been 1934 since your school was even in a championship game. That must make this especially sweet tonight.
Well, I'm really happy, especially for our players. You know, I've said this many times, but we didn't start football on the 20th of August. We started back when the snow was 5-6 foot deep in December and at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm really proud of these kids. You know, I just only hope that football makes them a better person, you know, and I hope they don't forget where they come from, and I'm sure they won't, because as you see the number of fans we bring down here in 220 miles, and our support is just great. And I'd like to thank our administration and our faculty, and especially our student body, for the great cooperation they've given us.
Now, you'd actually given up coaching for a couple of years to become an administrator. Are you glad to be back on the sidelines now?
I was an athletic director, but I was 9 years as a sophomore coach. After I got out, I come back in, and this is my 3rd year as a head coach. But you know, this has got to be what it's all about, and I think it's such an education for our players and also our student body. You know, I think this is part of the education process and the sportsmanship that's shown and everything like that.
Two great quarterbacks tonight. I think Waterloo West, Courtney Messingham probably had the most publicity. Your young man, Alan Burns, at quarterback, super tonight.
Well, I tell you what, you know, we haven't been behind an awful lot this year, and finally we're starting to, you know, I got.
Have a good ride, Coach. Congratulations. Walt Fiegel, the greatest ride a coach can have.
Tough times don't last, tough people do.